anybody and they'll tell you the law of life is simple. All you need to do to live sustainably was to study hard, complete your education, get a job, and work harder. People talk about it all the time like it's a flawless, easy-to-crack formula, but some of us have to actually struggle going through those 4 steps. Society promises that you're almost assured of a job as long as you have a bachelor's degree. But companies are now asking for 2 to 3 years of experience just to hire a college graduate for an entry-level position. Unemployment is especially prevalent today among recent graduates due to lack of opportunities. My story is the same. I grew up poor, but my high grades enabled me to have the privilege of studying on scholarship. Our family of 4 lived simply, but sometimes the little money my parents earned just wasn't enough. As a scholarship student, I had an ample monthly allowance during the school year. This helped lessen the burden on my parents somewhat. But graduation also meant the end of it, and since my family wasn't well off, I somehow had to find a way to immediately find a living so I could support myself and help support my family. I came into the field of job hunting with high expectations, since I was a straight-A student and graduated with honors in college. I came out of it depressed and full of anxieties. I couldn't find a job and I constantly beat myself up for it. But money was a staple urgency, and so after 1 month of job hunting, I considered to work in a fast food chain. I admit that I was disappointed, especially since it was a job that didn't need a 4-year bachelor's course as a qualification requirement, nor was it related to my career. A turning point, however, would help me appreciate my circumstances. While bringing a cup of coffee to a wealthy man's seat, I accidentally spilled it on his expensive suit. Instead of berating me, he treated me with patience. He smiled and assured me that I had nothing to worry about. I was a rookie, so I panicked and started crying in front of him. He said there was no reason for me to cry, as all I needed was a bit of patience. He then took out a black case and gave me this nice-looking but peculiar bracelet. This bracelet is called the Feng Shui Black Obsidian Wealth Bracelet, and he claimed he bought it in Hong Kong from a Feng Shui master who only sold it in person. He also claimed it would help me redirect my unnecessary energies so I could be a more patient person who could only see the positive in what lies ahead. I didn't know what his words meant, but I thought it looked nice enough, so I accepted it and instantly wore it. Once I wore it, I suddenly felt empowered. I became more accepting of my job and worked hard until I got promoted to be a manager. It wasn't a glamorous job, but it was a job, and through the years I learned to appreciate the value of all kinds of work. After a few years in the fast food chain, I resigned this time to pursue an entry-level position in my chosen career. And guided by Feng Shui, I finally made it. The work ethic I earned from the fast food work became a valuable asset. It became a key factor in earning promotions in my field. Today, after so many years of perseverance and patience, I'm finally my own CEO. My parents are now living comfortably in a house I bought for them, while my much younger sibling is able to continue his higher education studies thanks to my wealth. This was all because of a bracelet that empowered me to appreciate my circumstances. I did some research on Feng Shui in my free time. It claims to use energy forces to harmonize individuals with their surrounding environment. The art of Feng Shui is used to optimize abundance and prosperity of every kind: wealth, relationship, career success, health, and overall well-being. The Black Obsidian fosters self-control. It helps you find yourself and empowers you to eliminate negative energies so you could focus on the road to success ahead of you. This is why good things happen to those who are patient. One janitor was a believer of Feng Shui and always wore the bracelet. Before becoming a believer, he was constantly placing bets on the lottery for the past 10 years. Pixiu would reward his patience as the man would strike it big in just a few months with the bracelet. A young businessman was bruised and battered by his failing startups. After discovering Feng Shui, he learned to take it slowly to wait for his turn. His business hired his 50th employee today and is now one of the fastest growing companies in Singapore. How does it work? By combining the mythical creature Pixiu with the natural stone Black Obsidian, it greatly enhances the flow of positive energy, especially in the area of wealth. The Pixiu is said to help attract wealth, while the black obsidian is responsible for the keeping and safeguarding. Each bracelet is carefully handmade and had to go through rituals that bless the bracelet with good energy. Here's how to wear it properly. First, you need to wear the bracelet on your dominant hand, the hand you use for writing. You also need to make sure that the head of the Pixiu is outward to draw energy from all directions. Before and while you're wearing it, remember to touch it frequently. This lets it know that you are the master and it should assist you. Do not allow others to touch it. If someone else does, don't forget to cleanse it with water. Do not wear it while bathing, as it is incompatible with dirty things. Other than the points mentioned, all you need to do is wear it and let it work for you. When we know what we want to achieve in life, we have a tendency to aggressively rush into things, ruin our chances for success. The bracelet made me realize that everyone has a turn, that everyone has a shot at success. It empowered and helped me to learn to be patient, for there are rewards at the end of the struggle. Just like me, you could have one too. Just click on the Shop Now button to get yours and experience a more prosperous life today.